Good day, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome to my YouTube page one more time. According to what we always discuss, gists, we discuss about different things. So anything you have for us to discuss, you can always put it in the comment section. Then we actually review it, then talk about it. So today's topic is going to be about consistency. Consistency. I say that most times this stuff is actually lacking in today's society, and consistency is an act of doing, actually doing, repeatedly doing, an effort to repeatedly do, or an effort to always want to know. It's actually needed in our day-to-day lives, and when we are so consistent, we actually see that we actually get a good result. If we want a good result, we have to be consistent. Consistency is defined the base of the society. Anything we have to do, we have to be consistent in our push, in our work, in everything we want to do. We have to be consistent. In fact, if we want to be perfect, we have to be consistent. So we can't just do something once and we leave it. So students that are going to school that are actually falling below grades, they have to be consistent in reading, consistent in being in school, in class. They have to participate in question and answers in class. All those type of things develops their ability to improve academically. So you have to teach your children how to be consistent, especially when you feel okay, this is what they are lacking in, this is how they are lacking in. In fact, because you are consistent, it actually helps you know, okay, I don't know, I'm actually defaulting in this type of subject, this type of topic. You won't be shy in asking. You ask your teachers, ask everybody, because at the end of the day, you will want a good result. And for you to get a good result, that means a result means the effort you've put over time. And what are the efforts you've put over time? Reading. Because you've been reading, you actually get a good result. And for you to actually get a good result, you have to be consistent in reading. You just don't read once and you feel a good result will come. You have to be consistent in reading. So all those things you've done before is going to be the result you're going to get at the end of the term or at the end of the year. Even in business, as a business owner, there are trials, there are time you fail, there are time you get it good, but because you failed doesn't in 1 or 2 days of business or in 1 or 2 business doesn't mean you shouldn't be able to still push. You, as long as there's life and there are opportunities, you should be able to take them and push. So consistency means not trying to give up. Repeatedly, you are still trying to participate or do something to make sure that, okay, this thing, there's one of these things I'm trying to do has to work out. It has to work out for you. So you don't feel just too relaxed, or you just don't feel relaxed. You have to just keep working and keep pushing. So you have to be consistent. Even in your marriages, consistency is required. In fact, in marriages, consistency is one of the key, because according to what somebody said, it gets to a point, love will no longer be as strong as it used to be. So you need a lot of push, a lot of a lot of faith, a lot of work to make the marriage actually succeed. And what are the work? You need to still play the role you've been playing when the love was still strong. So you need to be consistent about those type of things. Because you've married doesn't mean you should just give it up. You need to be consistent about those type of things. You understand what I'm saying? So consistency has a lot of things to do with this same society we're in. Because at the end of the day, when you get married, children will start coming, responsibility increases from your children, from yourselves. In fact, the economy becomes a bit tighter, which means you have to work, something you get with so effortlessly before. You have to work now to get it. something you get maybe at a price of one, you have to work times two or times three to get it. So that's how it is. So at the end of the day, you are no longer thinking about the same love you used to start. Now you are thinking of how you are going to survive, how you are going to make things work. So the same consistency of effort you've added before all these things comes into play, if you can still keep it up, even though it's going to reduce in some aspects, but if you can still keep it up to a bare minimum, trust me, you can see that there are so many things that will still be working for you and the home. You see that so many people that are falling apart in marriages, some of them still actually love each other after the divorce and everything. They still find out they love each other, but they were not able to put in the work that they started with before the marriage. They were not consistent with the work should have put in. If not, if they were consistent with that type of work, it's that type of effort they use in starting the marriage and it's still playing on, trust me, most of them would have gotten divorced. Apart from, even when some people say it was because of sex that maybe one person cheated, it was because the other person was denying their spouse. Before the marriage, there was so much sex, maybe because of maybe then there were not too much responsibility. Now after the marriage, when you guys are married already, some few responsibilities start coming in. Now the sexual aspect of the thing you'll be experiencing before marriage is now decreasing. It's now decreasing. You see that you guys are no longer consistent in pleasing yourself, in sexually pleasing yourself. You see that at the end of the day, it's going to be lacking in so many things. Then that's when fight and so many things will come in. So you have to be consistent in everything you are going to be doing. In fact, for you to actually succeed, as stated earlier, for anything to actually work in your life, you have to be consistent. You just don't do things once and feel okay because you've done it once. That's all, it's over. Even prayer, when it comes to prayer, we pray repeatedly. We could have just prayed once and let it go. Just feel okay because we've prayed one, that's all. But we do it repeatedly just to remind ourselves why we are doing it. You understand? We have to remind ourselves why we are doing it. So it's not only in time of problem that we pray. Sometimes so many times we just have to pray. In time of happiness, in time of, in fact, just pray at times. Even if there's nothing going on, you just pray. Just give all the glory and praises to God. You understand? That's you being consistent. You just have to pray because you know, okay, there's a reason why you are doing it. So you see that consistency can beat any aspect of life. It doesn't have to just do with schooling, family. It has to do with even our workplace. How consistent are you at work? You know what I'm saying? How consistent are you at work? In your character, how consistent are you in your character? Those are questions. So you see that consistency actually it's like diversity. How consistent are you in your character? You see it. In your reciprocation, how do you reciprocate? Are you really consistent? Or is it that you give this, when it comes to somebody, you give this, you reciprocate good to this person, the other person you reciprocate bad? I know it's not everybody that is going to be balanced. You can't actually balance everything. But at least they will know that, okay, if this person is good, it's good. You might not give as much as you're giving A to B, but they know, okay, because you are good, everybody gets the same energy. You understand? Everybody gets the same value around you. So you have to be really consistent. If not, it will look as if you are faking everything. It will look as if, in fact, when it now comes to the home, you see your children watching you over time. And for your children to grow, sometimes you spend 15-20 years for your children to grow. Within that 15-20 years, their habits have been shaped. So, and the beginning of them having a habit is from their home. How consistent are you is what they are good at, is what is going to shape those children. How consistent are you is what is going to shape those children. Because your children will watch you over time do things. And they're like, okay, mommy used to do this, daddy used to do this. With time, it starts recording in their memories and they start acting it out subconsciously. So how consistent are you? If you are the type of person that you are always abusing people, they will pick it up because they know you're always this, you're always this. So it brings us back to the type of character you guys should always pull out, the type of thing you guys should always put out. You guys should always be consistent more when it comes to the good side, either when you are outside or when you are inside of your home. Always push out more of the good ones, repeatedly more of the good ones, so that at least people can actually emulate something nice from you. There are sometimes we go off guard, you understand? There are sometimes we want to relax, especially people that work. There are sometimes you want to relax. You can't always put in you can't always put in 100%. But at least most times they know, okay, you are consistent. Especially maybe in your home, there are things you do. There are sometimes you get angry. Even when your children see you angry, you're like, daddy is not always like this. It's because over time they've always seen you as a calm person. So that is your consistent part or character or side to you that they've always seen. And if they're able to emulate anything, you see that they are going to emulate that consistent part. The one that is not consistent, the other ones that you do, it's going to be something that they won't actually even pay attention to because it doesn't come most times. It doesn't come always. Even at work, when people have to talk about you, they know, okay, you are always consistent at work. The few times you decide to relax, they hardly pay attention to it. Yes, they hardly pay attention to it. So the major thing is that how consistent are you? Even when you are trying to work on something, when you are trying to know something, the consistent part of it is actually the bigger part of it. Because even the time you decide to take off from it, it actually helps you grow more. It relaxes your brain so that when you are back, it boosts up what you are trying to learn that was not coming in. So that's it. So you have to be really consistent. How consistent are you to things? And I am trying to urge us to remain consistent, especially in something we want to give into. If this thing is for your development, this thing is for character development, this thing is going to make you grow, actually going to make you get some things in life, or make you impact to the society, or anything you want to do at all, it's better you get consistent with it. So it's not easy doing it, but at least with time, the result is going to come out. Just like a student that keeps reading. In class, he participates. When he comes back, he reads. In fact, when he doesn't know, it's going to tell the parent or the teacher. They can actually help him to know. The parents can actually provide assistance by bringing in a lesson teacher to guide him through. So you see all those type of things. That is part of the effort. Those are consistency. Because you know, okay, this person is putting in much effort. In fact, people doesn't expect lower from you when you are consistent. Because they know, okay, this is your field. They know this is what you are good at. That's why even when we now get to the university level, there are some professional courses you do. There are some professional courses that they concentrate mainly on that course because they want you to be consistent about the topic. They want you to always be familiar with the same topic or subject, with how it works, the downside, the upside, when you do some things, the mistakes, what is going to cost you. They want you to be consistent with that. And those are all these engineering courses, medical courses, all of them, even law and all those things. So you have to be really consistent with it. That you are going to be familiar with maybe that topic. They don't actually stress you with other topics that are not necessary at that point. So you repeatedly over time, you are taking those information in. So at a point in time that even when you stop When you are done with school, you stop going to school. Now you get to another phase in life. Those things you've learned, you are now practicing it. So you see that you are still knowing more. And even at the field where you are working, you see that even some things that were not taught in school, over time you start getting the knowledge of it. So at the end of the day, it's just actually better for each and every one of us to remain consistent in our field, in anything we are going to be doing. So let's put in the work, let's be consistent, and I know it's going to be for a better result. So according to what we've always said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Understand? Anything you want us to talk about, you can put it in the comments. I'm going to speak about it. And I've said very soon we might be going live, so we might talk about some things. Anything that we want to talk about, it's going to be an interaction. All of us are going to speak about it. We are going to talk about it. We are going to discuss. That's what I want this page to be about. Discussion. Any discussion at all. It can be about our kids. It can be about the family. It can be anything we want to discuss about. We are going to be here for you. So once again, my name is Cozy. I'll catch you later. And always remain consistent in anything you do. Bye bye. We'll see you another time.